Okay, first one up. I know you've seen this 3 times, but you haven't really seen the whole thing 3 times before. Orem, Mr. Carwash, 1408 South State Street. This shows where it's located. Used to be the old Chuckarama. That building is still there. This is the demo plan for taking the Chuckarama building down. Here is the site plan. They've been working until like even this morning to get working with UDOT. So it looks like UDOT's going to make them on this east side of State Street. That's only going to be a right or a left turn only, no straight through traffic. Because if you look on the west side, you'll see a little, used to look like a pork chop. It doesn't look like that, but there's a median there on the west side of State Street. So they can't go straight through anymore when they're heading westbound. Does that make sense? Okay. This is what the plat will look like. And this is the UDOT plan, specifically. And it mostly entails that 14th South, both the east side and the west side of State Street. And then their landscaping plan. And their elevations showing what it'll look like. And this is what it currently looks like. That'll all be gone. Any questions on any of that? I know they've been working a lot with drainage on that, and they had a lot of UDOT issues. Those are the 2 big ones. There will be no access at all to State Street. It'll all be access from 14th South, no in or out from State Street.
Any questions?
Can you go back and look at that east side of 14th again?
This one?
Yeah, that's just paint on the east side there.
Yes.
Okay.
The only a median is this little weird shaped triangle.
They're just doing the stormwater project in that intersection. I didn't want to interfere with the contract that he last week. Thank you.
Okay.
Motion on this item?
I'll motion to approve the site plan and the final plat for the Orem, Mr. Carwash, located at 1408 South State Street in the C2 zone.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes. Item number 2.
All right, item number 2 is a text amendment brought from the neighborhood improvement team. I guess parking on gravel is a big issue in the city, and it's also very hard to enforce. So they've asked that we allow gravel parking strips next to driveways. So this is the language of the, this is language 2 where it adds in the gravel parking strip, and then they're adding a whole new section of the code under N. They will not be able to cut the curb. It'll be next to the primary driveway. Can't be its own driveway, and it's also cannot be the main driveway. It can only be a parking strip next to an existing main driveway. They have to have barriers between the neighbors. Pretty much you can go through that. Are there any questions on any of that? Anything that it's just so that they can, instead of having, I guess concrete is expensive right now. Concrete's hard to get right now. And they just need options, alternatives to concrete and asphalt. Can't pour asphalt in the winter, of course.
Any questions, comments, issues? So entertain a motion. Dan? No?
I'll make a motion. The Development Review Committee approves amending portions of section 22.610 miscellaneous regulations for residential zones pertaining to parking and storage of trucks, trailers, and RVs, and section 2247B2 supplementary regulations, conservation of the values in residential zones.
I'll second that motion. Do we all in favor say aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item number 3.
Item number 3 is another cell tower at another high school. This is Timpanogos High. There's an existing monopole to the north, and this new proposed one will be further south. It's approximately 250 feet from that residential. That northern vacant area is now Mountain Grove subdivision, about 22 to 25 homes in there. I can't remember, but it's more than the 115% of the height of the pole from that residential zone. This is showing the site plan of where it's going to be located. It's just an enlarged area. This shows their justification for this new pole. Right now, where the star is, you can see there's no green, which would be the coverage area. It's limited coverage. With the pole, then you can see with the 56-foot height pole compared to the 100-foot high pole, the green is vastly expanded.
It's 56 to 1 if they co-locate on the existing.
If they go underneath.
If they go underneath the stadium lights. And I called and asked them, because this is as you can see, there's an existing pole. I called it and asked her why they couldn't co-locate on that pole. And she said, based on that pole structure, it is maxed out. You cannot put anything more on that pole.
So the pole wasn't designed for co-location.
Right.
Okay.
And they can give me something in writing. We may want that for planning commission from their structural engineer.
Okay.
Okay.
So is there a new pole co-locatable then? Or they'll have the ability?
I don't think it is, because she said on top of stadium lights, it's not like it's a monopole. When it's on top of stadium lights, it's more restricted on what they can put on it because it's not as strong. Any questions on any of that? Okay.
Have a motion for this one?
I'll motion that the Development Review Committee approve the AT&T unmanned telecommunications facility co-located on a field light at Timpanogos High School located at 150 East, 1430 North in the R8 zone.
A motion to have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, approved. Any comments, or do I have a motion for the minutes from last meeting?
Meeting.
What was the date on that, Amy?
January 23rd.
I'll make a motion to approve the January 23rd DRC minutes.
Okay, second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? One opposed. All right. Any other items? We don't have anything on the agenda, but nothing to bring up. I'll move that we adjourn. We have a second.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All right. We're adjourned. Thank you.